Celso Neto making his move up to TCX. He's only half a tenth behind those two, so it promises to be a really tight battle here between the two manufacturers represented there. And also we have you know, a lot of interest in the TC class as well, which is dominated in numbers at least by Hyundai.
Quickly, a battle for the second spot emerges, and very opportunistic, a move up the inside. Celso Neto able to grab it away. Catania with a big bobble though, Cal.
Argy-bargy in the first corner of the season. Incredible stuff. A great jump there by Neto, coming off that brilliant win at the Indy finale last year in TC. Makes the move up to TCX and looking for the lead early.
It's been a busy opening lap for Chris Walsh, who started second, dropped back at the start, but now has grabbed that second spot back from Neto after the brief miscue. That's allowed Catania to jump away, and this one is Amy Walsh, Neto, Lamara, Broll, the top five in the TCX class.
Yeah, and you could see there just, I think it's just the gear ratios of these two respective manufacturers running up front in the TCX class. It looks like Neto comes off some of the low-speed corners and just in the sweet spot of the torque curve of the Integra and gave Chris Walsh a little bump there as they exited turn 9 a few moments ago. You never worry about Celso Neto. He's now dropped back a couple of seconds or so.
Here in this championship, we wait for Celso Neto to come by to complete the podium. A big move here from Celso Neto right off the bat to grab the second spot away from the eventual winner, Chris Walsh. Maybe a little contact too.
Possibly on the run up to turn 2 there. Looked like a little nudge between the two leaders.
Walsh, though, able to fight back, got up to the second spot, and that's why lurid slide that left Celso Neto vulnerable, and up the inside comes Walsh into second position where he would run for the next 30 minutes or so. In this championship, we wait for Celso Neto to come by to complete the podium.
Season. It's going to be an interesting fight between those two. It looks like Celso Neto. We've got these Integras on the grid. They got 5 cars in the field. They had a nice podium run yesterday. We saw the team there doing a last-minute tire pressure adjustment. It looked like in the background when Amanda gave us our report. But let's see what the Integras can do if they've learned anything overnight and give the BMWs a bit harder time here today in race 2.
Row number 2 in TCX belongs to the newcomer to this series, Celso Neto, new to the class, I should say.
Yeah, Ryan, you guys were talking about what the Acuras might be able to do here against the BMWs and the TCX. I was talking to Celso Neto, and he said we just don't have the long-run speed of these BMWs. Well, you look at these long stretches here at Sonoma, what are some opportunities for these Acuras to make up that distance on BMW?
It'll be something to watch, that's for sure. Great to have Acura here. They're super invested in this Integra platform. Big things to come in the future. Here comes the field. Approaching the VP acceleration zone, your Robopole winner for the TCX class is yesterday's winner, Chris Walsh. He's on the left-hand side of the screen. The green flag is out, and we are racing. Race number 2 here at Sonoma is underway. Walsh quickly grabs the lead. Catania slots into second, and a spin at the back of this pack. I think that's Biundo who's gone around.
Jeff Ricker dominated yesterday out front right now in TC, but overall in TCX it's Chris Walsh. Catania did a really nice job of not opening the door for Celso Neto there up the hill into turn 1 because you're very vulnerable from the outside of that front row, so he's done a nice job so far.
Neto, a late addition to the TCX field ahead of this weekend. Great to see him make that step forward with the Skip Barber Racing School team.
Gap the rest of the pack behind him. He can just focus forward now on Neto.
Neto had a nice day yesterday to bring home a podium and keep the much more experienced Mike Lamara at bay. Blue BMW at the front of the shot. Then coming through the picture second, that's Lucas Catania. And Celso Neto giving chase, former Brazilian stock car driver. Still a very young guy, but has quite a bit of experience in his native Brazil. Came over stateside a couple of years ago and has been a consistent front runner in the various touring car categories that he has run in. Nip and tuck between these two. Not much to separate them, and that's the way it's been all weekend long. They're building a gap. Looks like we've had a change for the third spot as behind these two, Mike Lamara has just put a pass on Celso Neto for the third position. Nice job by Mike, and in fact, Celso might be in trouble.
Yeah, he's dropping big time. Commander reporting that Celso Neto's car has had a shifting problem, so they're trying to diagnose that and get a few more laps on the board to possibly score points today.
And it is always important to get to the 50% mark of the race. And with the field sizes the way they are, that should just about lock you into points if you can get to that 50% mark.
It's on a little bit.
Change in position here. Joe Catania, no, I'm sorry, it's Cooper Broll just dropped a spot to Celso Neto. And I actually wanted to bring this up a couple minutes ago. I did notice Celso just set his fastest lap of the race. So whatever the shifting issue was, it appears to have resolved itself because he is flying again.
Yeah, we thought he was going to head to pit lane, but he elected to stay out there and try and sort it out. So I'm not sure if it was some kind of electronic thing that he was able to do a Control-Alt-Delete. But he's only 18 seconds out of the lead, so we didn't waste a lot of time getting it sorted out.
Nice work in the cockpit, or whatever the case may be, to get the problem rectified. Keep in mind, this is his first race weekend in this car. Not sure if he's done any testing in it, but given the fact he was not on the pre-event entry list, I suspect he probably has not. Seals the deal. Chris Walsh is the winner for the second straight day. Lucas Catania, Mike Lamara, they complete the podium. Celso Neto fighting back from a shifting issue to get back into the fourth spot in TCX.